လက်ရှိစစ်ကြောင်းကတော့သင်္ကန်းမျိုးနဲ့ဘယ်လမ်းကြောင်းသွားမလဲဘယ်တက်ရဲတပ်ဖွဲ့ဝင်ကတော့မပိတ်ထားပါဘူးဗျဖွင့်ပေးလိုက်ပါတယ်အလီတစ်ပြေးမှမဟုတ်တာလို့ပါလား
So in Myanmar, pro-democracy demonstrators are out on the streets of Yangon. Take a look. They are protesting against the military coup Monday that removed their democratically elected leaders. The nation's data network has also been shut down, but people still can make voice calls and text. A lawyer for civilian leader Aung San Suu Kyi and the ousted president says he's had no contact with either one. Well, let's go straight to Ivan Watson. Ivan has been monitoring these events and he joins us now live with the latest. What do you make of what's been playing out on the streets of Myanmar today?
Let me get to that, Robin, but this is still a rapidly unfolding situation, and I just want to bring you one piece of news first. There is an Australian advisor who was an advisor to Aung San Suu Kyi's elected civilian government that was overthrown on Monday, and Reuters is reporting that he was just detained and issued a statement to Reuters saying he was probably going to be detained. His name is Sean Turnell. And the Australian government has issued a statement saying it's providing assistance to a number of Australians at this time of upheaval in Myanmar, but they're particularly concerned about one individual that they say is being held at a police station, and they've summoned Myanmar's ambassador to register their concern about this. Now, moving on to the demonstrations in the streets in Yangon, the commercial capital today. At the beginning, it seemed like one demonstration was organized by labor unions, but they seem to have grown throughout the day to absorb other passers-by and drivers in the streets. There has been a substantial riot police presence with trucks full of police officers, water cannons standing by, but no reports of confrontations thus yet. I've just heard from an eyewitness in the center of the city near Town Hall who's describing a very unusual scene of demonstrators who just seem to be showing up, posing for photos, waving the three-finger salute from the movie series The Hunger Games, which is also a sign of protest across the border in Thailand over the course of the past year. And the eyewitness being surprised that people are posing for photos with this salute in front of the police, clearly not worried for the time being that they could be detained. This kind of growing protest movement is happening in an information blackout as the authorities seem to have shut down the internet today, Robin.
And Ivan, okay, so we're getting these reports from Reuters that a foreigner has potentially been detained. We know this is a familiar playbook in terms of crackdown by the military in Burma. How deep do you think these protests are?
Well, I do think that the coup on Monday, even though there were rumors and speculation it could be coming before that, it has shocked society in Myanmar, and it has taken some time for people to figure out how to respond to it, in part because more than 130 members of the government and leading activists also appear to have disappeared into detention. We're not hearing from the detained president and de facto prime minister Aung San Suu Kyi, and we've seen this kind of bubbling opposition movement, protest movement, calls for civil disobedience bubbling up over the course of the week. And in parallel with that, we've seen signs that the military junta wants to crack down on means of communication, ordering the closure of Instagram and Twitter on Friday, and now telling all mobile phone operators on Saturday to shut down data transmission. Let me just point to a statement coming from the U.S. Embassy in Myanmar. It says, quote, "We support the right of the people of Myanmar to protest in support of the democratically elected government and their right to freely access information." The U.S. adding to a chorus of international voices demanding the release of the detainees and the reinstatement of the democratically elected government. Robin.
Okay, Ivan, thanks for bringing us all of those latest details. We'll check in with you if there's anything more. Ivan Watson there.